Hey everybody, this is Erica Williams off the Classy Climb blog. I've got Team Mukes here. We got Linda and Kenny. It's a unique story how we met. They out of H-Town. I'm in Austin. There's so many things about Houston I want y'all to share, but definitely, how did y'all get started in real estate?
Well, about 6 to 9 months ago, we decided to take a leap of faith. Mm-hmm. I currently still work full-time as a county supervisor, and my husband had got in a car accident about 3 months prior. He was out of work, and the employer kept calling him, "Are you ready to come back? Are you ready to come back?" And literally, he could have lost his life at that time. So it was that change in mindset to understand, take control of your life, taking control of your decisions, and not let an employer make that decision for you. So we always wanted to invest in real estate, but didn't know quite how to do it. So started reading blogs, going to different seminars, and networking with people. Mm-hmm. We jumped into it with our first deal, pulling up a tax deed list in the state of Texas. There's an auction every first Tuesday of the month.
Called Super Tuesday.
Super Tuesday,
yes.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a mad event, but the key thing to that is getting to the seller before it goes to auction.
Right.
I traced the number on the tax deed list that was going to auction. We reached out. I leveraged my friends who knew an attorney to drop all the paperwork. They said, "Yeah, my father left me the property. We don't want nothing to do with it. Wow. It's yours. Just tell me how much you want for it." And they didn't even want anything, but out of a blessing to them, we gave each of the heirs $500.
Right.
So we were able to close on that deal right away, literally within 72 hours before it went to auction.
Yeah.
And to create that leverage with partnerships and networking, we actually took it down as a as a hotel deal, and then flipped it to another investor who was one of our friends. And I always say things come back full circle, because on the next deal he brought us in as partners. So it's an amazing business to leverage, to create friendships, to grow, to help out people, and it's been amazing so far.
You gave yourself a raise.
Exactly.
There you go. While you was recovering.
Yes.
Okay? You know, I tell people, listen, it's so there's a unique story behind how we met. All right, so they're here with me in Detroit. They're enjoying the city and the food. Okay, the food's been amazing. But I met you at a Max Maxwell event. Shout out to Max Maxwell for throwing a good event in Houston. And what brought you to that event?
So for us, with us being new, regardless of what kind of success we had, we're always looking to network with different people that's, doing way better than us. We don't want to be the ones in the room that have the most deals or the most experience. So dealing with somebody like Max, to be able to hear him speak and bring his expertise to the table, we most definitely couldn't pass up the opportunity.
Right. So I love this, how you guys been rolling. And what made you go, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do it. And like, I know he's recovering and you're still working. You guys got a little one, you know, you're just like, it's just time. It's just like, step out and do it.
Well, basically what happened was, we didn't want nobody else holding our faith over our head. So with me working for somebody, at any moment they can walk in and say you fired. Texas is a fire wheel state.
Yep.
So with that being said, to make a long story short, real estate allows you to do what you want to do, how you want to do it on your own time.
Gotcha. I like that.
No cap. No cap.
Yeah. No cap on the money.
Yes.
There's a hat that says no cap, no salary cap. I love that hat.
I need that.
It's true. It's a good one. So here's my thing. Texas is booming. And people are like, man, it's so expensive. I can't even invest in my own backyard. I can't buy a home. What would you say to some of those people?
Well, for us, we totally disagree with that. So 90% of our income have came from my small town of Bear Station, Texas, right on the outskirts of Houston, Texas. So basically what I would say to anybody young or old is, use your resources right in your backyard. You'll be surprised how many deals is out there right next door or right down the street. And when you let people know what you're doing, just off that alone, which is marketing, just off that easy style of marketing, which is free, many deals have come. I say out of our deals, maybe 60% have came off strictly word of mouth.
Right. So a lot of times, you know, people try to overcomplicate it. Like, I'm gonna do all these techniques. I'm gonna get this website going. A lot of times, it's just driving down the street and seeing a vacant house or a vacant lot. What do you think about that?
Exactly. Driving for dollars, a simple way, just on your free time. You'll see bandit signs around on different blocks. And before we got into real estate, that was not on my mind to see. But now I think different. So as I'm driving different places, even if I'm going to the corner store, or if I'm talking to somebody, say, hey, how are you doing today? I meet somebody for the first time, I let them know what I'm doing. My stack of business cards, I created almost like a Rolodex. I'm passing them out every time, and networking. And that's, you're your own self-marketer at the end of the day. So you will sell yourself. So I say you don't need a lot of money to always push into direct mail, build up a website. Just get out there and talk to people. Get out and talk to people. Let them know what you're doing, what you can provide for them at the end of the day. It's been very rewarding. We've helped families avoid going into foreclosure.
Which messes up your credit for a while, man.
Exactly. And for them, being able to provide them solution is so rewarding. At the end of the day, it's a win-win situation.
Okay, so a lot of times I always tell people it's your focus. Adjust your focus, like, right? Because we're in Detroit, by example, and people, you watch the news, you think, oh, when I first came to Detroit, I'm like, I can't even rent a car. I'm scared. I get here, I'm like, oh, this is just a regular city. And I think that's the same with Houston, right? Houston gets sometimes get a bad rep, but you can drive around Houston and there's plenty of opportunity, right?
Yes.
What are some things y'all like about Houston, your marketplace?
Well, just first and foremost, you can live in Houston and you will never go everywhere in the city because it's so big. But with that being said, that also works in your favor because, again, going back to just the area of where you live or the next town over, it's so many deals in Houston when we're talking real estate because of what the city has to offer. It's so many different attractions from downtown all the way to the east side, to our side of town, all the way to Katy, to Pearland. It's so many major, small cities, I call them, because they're that big, and it's just so many opportunities to invest. It's all about getting the deal the cheapest and selling the highest.
Right. And leveraging too. At the Max Maxwell event, what was awesome when Kenny was talking, he spread the room and met an awesome and young investor. That next week, that young investor brought us a deal for a rehab property. It was something that he could not handle, so he said, okay, hey, can you guys take this down? And that's one of your leveraging that network at different networking events, putting your face out there for marketing. And that's another way that we're helping young investors. How do you take down deals and sharing those strategies as well?
You know, there's a saying, I think it's Jim Rohn. He's like, you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want.
Exactly.
And I'm a big believer that real estate is a relationship-based business. There are people who are signing tons of contracts just off relationship based. And is there any stories or any things you guys want to share other than that one about some relationships, how it helped you, close more deals?
Yes, for sure. So one that just pops to my mind right now basically is letting people in my town know what I do. Mm-hmm. So a great mentor of mine, friend, big brother kind of guy, he's the assistant principal at the high school I went to. And as soon as we got into business, his auntie had a house that just got away from them, and they didn't really want to deal with it no more. Right. And just because of me being in the business, we partnered up, and that was actually our first flip. We learned a lot. He's a realtor, right. So I got all this education from somebody that I've been knowing my whole life, but never would have had this opportunity if we wouldn't have took the step to get in real estate. So that relationship right now, he's still a business partner. We do deals together, and just an awesome guy, Robert Destin. Shout out, by the way.
So for everybody that's watching, you guys are not real estate agents.
No,
not real estate agent. And I think a lot of the nervousness is like, but don't I need to have a license to start real estate? And really, again, it's back to relationships. There's contracts in place that we can use. There's a lot of things we can use in our marketplace. What are some things that, let's say somebody says, hey man, Linda, hey girl, I have an idea. I want to work in real estate. How can I work with you? What are some ways people can work with y'all?
One of the first key ways is helping to find properties, and that comes from your inner circle, whether it's through marketing, networking with other realtors out there. We've come to find there's aunties who are realtors that you didn't even know about. So the traditional way of real estate is, let me go call a realtor to find a deal. Well, how about you talk to your auntie who's a realtor? Like, when someone approaches you, why don't you shoot them that way for my off-market deals? I have an investor partner who invests in off-market deals, gets them at a discount, rehabs them, and helps families in different distress situations and provides them solution. Oftentimes people don't want all that traffic of coming into their house, having to clean up. Well, my investor partner actually buys the property as is. So through that, we pay referral fees as well for people who bring us deals and give us those follow-up leads to be able to close.
I like that. You know, another thing I was thinking of is sometimes you go buy homes you see for sale by owner. You know, somebody doesn't want to even work with a real estate agent. You know, do you talk to those people? Do you connect with those people?
Most definitely. It's a lot of funny stories with they call them FSBOs. So a lot of times they really want market price, because if you selling your home on your own, you done did your due diligence and you know what the market is. But at the same time, you just never know. So you always call, you always reach out, because it is some out there that's distressed and they just want to get out the property and just want a little something from it. So there's another great deal that you got for cheap.
So you guys are working with tax delinquent folks right now. Are there other markets or other kind of techniques you're going to be using soon? Or
Definitely. I always feel a thing called property stacking. So you have tax delinquency, that's one distress column. That tax delinquency can also be on a vacant list, can be on an absentee owner list. So you want to leverage your property list that has multiple columns instead of focusing on one. Because if there's 2 to 3 issues per se with that property, that seller will be most likely more motivated than if they were just behind on taxes and they just haven't been able to catch up yet.
so you're talking about people not paying taxes,
Exactly.
code violations,
Yes.
grass too high,
Yes.
windows look raggedy,
Yes.
whole roof got a hole in it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And the owner lives in another state.
There you go. See, people, what does that mean? It means those things right there. If somebody wanted to invest with y'all, they're like, you know, hey, look, I don't got a house, but I want to give you some money, right? I want to work with you. Is there a way they can work with y'all? Y'all feel
Yes,
comfortable
go
with that?
ahead.
Yes, I mean, it's as simple as, we call it like the private money. I mean, we all about honesty in this business. So what we like to do with different people, we bring you into the table and we show you the deal that we have, and we show you the numbers and what we can offer you on your money. What return are you looking for on your money? And when we have a deal that fits that, then we bring you in. Or you might just be a passive and you want to just be in, period, and we offer some great numbers, return on your money, that you're not going to get with 401k or a pension.
Listen, last time I checked, the bank was giving 1%. I don't know about you, but inflation, you need to at least be getting a rate of return of 12% or more.
Most definitely.
So I'm glad I can bring this up. I mean, I'm glad we connected here. I'm glad you got to see Detroit. It's a different marketplace
For sure.
that you still can use the same techniques in.
Most definitely.
If people want to invest with y'all, like where do they reach y'all? If they want to invest, or they got a city they want you to come see some properties, like where can they connect with y'all at?
Yeah, definitely. Our email is info@bstrei.com, and you can also give us a call at
281-766-7447. 281-766-7447 is the number we can be reached at.
All right, so we're definitely going to put those in the comment section in the description so that people can reach out, because I know people who are like, I drove by a vacant lot in my neighborhood, or someone who has a few buckaroos, like something might have happened, they got some bucks.
Exactly.
I think it's important that people realize relationships are the biggest part.
Most definitely.
Right? Because all money ain't good money, right? And you want to be able to have the choice and decision, say, nah, that's not for me. And I think real estate gives us that freedom. I think one of the best things you could do is have some buy and hold and some opportunities to make quick cash.
And for sure, just piggybacking off the relationship, I mean, all our business is ran from inside of my community. My GC is from my community, and he oversees everything, but everything from the foundation to the roof comes from my community. So just don't never get to the point to where you saying you can't work with people of your community, because that's not the case. The deals that we work with, again, Mr. Robert Denson and Mr. K, he's also a principal, and we do a lot of deals together, you know, and it's dealing with people that we've been knowing our whole life.
Right.
And it makes it comfortable because we're comfortable inside their relationship, and it's a lot of trust that's built up. And that have really pressed our success to another level.
Okay. I like that. So I'm not going to hold you up all day. We've got some more things to see out here in Detroit, but I thank you for coming on. And we're definitely going to hang out more in the future in Houston. We'll do on a road show for them.
Yes.
They're going to show us their town. So you guys, this is Erica Williams from the Classy Climb blog, and tell the audience goodbye for us.
Goodbye. Thank y'all for having us, and we'll see y'all soon.
Yes, don't forget, look us up on Instagram, BST Real Estate. Take care.
And we'll have all those links in the description below. You guys, this is Erica. Talk to you later.